y'all on God. This is my first time watching a Kevin Samuels video. I heard he be going in. I don't know. I just heard he like one of them guys, one of them like alpha male type of guys that y'all be talking about, alpha male, beta male that y'all be saying or whatever. So I'm finna watch. I'm finna see what's going on, man. It popped up on my timeline, so I'm finna just see what he talking about. Says Kevin Samuels destroys a simp who tells him to change his tone for women. Yeah, he look at him. He just looked like a goofball. All right, let's get into it though. Why it's not playing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How old are you?
35.
All right. What's your disagreement?
Um, first of all, I want to commend you on your show. I mean, I watch you every day, so you're doing a phenomenal job. I think you really try to highlight, and I think
You're already coming off as a fan.
that I've been listening to, they don't watch your show, so they're not familiar with your content. But my disagreement would be that I do feel that there should be a better way to bring the men and women together. Because from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of harshness coming in tone. And I don't think a lot of women are used to that because of the society we're in.
So your disagreement is with my tone?
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Then you go do it.
I'm telling you, yeah. Tell him you go do it then. First and foremost, why are you like trying to tell another man to change his tone when he talking to women? Like, does that hurt your feelings or something? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, what does that matter to you? You know what I'm saying? Or how about you go do it your way? But how you gonna tell another man who's, you know, Kevin Samuels, I don't really watch him like that, but he obviously has a name because he's popping and, you know what I'm saying, he got hella subscribers, he's known and this, that, and the third. And so you can't try to tell him to switch something up, switch his game up when he's already up here and you have nothing to show for it. But anyways, let me just keep watching.
I respect that. I respect that.
Nigga told him you go do it, pussy.
I respect that. I just feel that women aren't accustomed to men of that.
Were you raised by your father?
Yes.
I'm asking because you keep talking about feeling, how you feel. I feel. That is a big trigger word, especially around men's content.
Yeah, you sound like a hoe. I just said it. Like, what, you in your feelings or something? I just said that, literally. You in your feelings? Like, what is that? Like, why does that matter to you? I just said that, yeah, he's talking with his feelings like a hoe.
Tell me about what you know and what you think.
Gotcha. Well, what I know is women have a very hard time with men that are as strong toned as you come across.
So
they don't seem to receive that as well as someone with a softer tone.
really, does it matter how they receive it, or does it matter what they do about it?
Square ass nigga took his
That's
glasses
what I'm
off.
asking you. What matters more?
It matters more what they do with their
Well,
information.
then I challenge you to go look at what some of my detractors, people who tell women what they want to hear, and go find the amount of women who tell them, you saved my marriage, I'm getting married because of you, you made me a better woman, I didn't like what you had to say, but now I'm better. Go look in their comment section, go look at how many videos the women have made to them, and come back and tell me how they rank next to mine.
You're right.
My question is, as a black man, why are you coming here making an emotional argument about tone when we got such a problem with our women?
I'm telling you, like, what the hell is you coming on here talking about, fool? The tone doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. It worked for that nigga. You just ain't him. You ain't him. Look at you. You were square. And now you agreeing with everything you said because you a fan anyway. Yeah, you're right. You were square, nigga.
Well, I think I'm making that argument simply because more black women, they're listening to your content. I see more and more people having discussions.
Well, let me reframe this. Why, as a man, are you giving me the emotional argument based upon outcomes?
I don't really see that many out that much of a good outcome, honestly.
Of who? For me or for them?
Well, black women. I mean,
No.
black women.
My tone aside, I'm getting outcomes. The people who tell them you're a queen and a goddess, are they getting women married, going back to their husbands, reframing how they look at men? You say you follow my content, right?
You're right.
Who's getting the outcome?
You're getting more outcome. I mean, I will.
So as a man, how are you going to come to me as a man who's getting a better outcome and tell me about a tone?
Well, simply because I just feel like
Again, what's the feeling?
Yeah, I feel.
The problem is when you
Talking
say
with
this,
his feeling.
you weaken us. You sound soft saying this shit.
But how is that?
Cause you sound like
a hoe.
That's what the men are going. Go back and go look in the comment section after this video, and I feel. I don't. If I'm getting a different outcome, which is a better outcome, damn the tone. It's the outcome. And if you're saying you see the same outcome, why do you care so much about the tone?
Because I don't think the majority of women are receiving what you're saying the right way.
It's not for the majority of women. And the majority of women are being told they're queens and goddesses. And what is that showing for the majority of women?
But if the majority of women are not receiving your content properly,
if the majority of women are being told they're queens and goddesses and you're tens, what are the outcomes to that? See, this is our problem as black men right here. Yeah. You want me to moderate my tone when it's getting a better outcome than the moderated tones.
But my point is, I don't think it's being received by women as well as it would be if it was a tad bit better. Trust me, I'm not saying to change.
This nigga Kevin Samuel got this suit on. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I see why he popular. I see what type of guy this guy is, man. I think he passed away too. So R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, man. I wish I would got in tune with you a little more earlier, man. Cause we probably could have chopped up some game, man, on some stuff like this, man. It's crazy. I see what type of guy this man is. He's standing firm on his frame. Alpha male type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some game too. He's this type of guy. He's been doing this for a long time. He's older. You know what I'm saying? He understands women nature, female nature. He understands it. I could just tell. And this guy right here is, I guess he caught on to his podcast, whatever this is, and he's talking about this, that, and the third. Like, he sounds like a simp mangina. Like, you sound crazy. You sound like a real hoe. I ain't gonna lie to you. He just not gonna say it. He don't want to call you a hoe on this platform, but I'm telling you, you was a hoe. And you can get on call me if you ever see this video. I'm gonna tell you a hoe. But we can talk about it though. Here's some videos.
Your complete tone. That's not what I'm saying, because I respect your content.
But what you're making is a feelings-based argument. If you change your tone, then what? Okay, let's say it your way. If I change my tone, what percentage increase do you think I would get?
I think you would get a lot more.
What percentage increase do you think I would get?
At least 15 to 20. At least a 15 or 20% increase.
I don't think so. And you're basing that based on what?
Just based off, once again, like you mentioned, my anecdotal.
Right.
People just.
Right. You have nothing to base that on. I want you to sit there and ponder that. You want me to change what's getting outcomes, verifiable, and you're saying 15 to 20% based upon nothing.
Facts.
That's how men operate. That's how we think. See, I'm challenging this because there are going to be black men who are going to come out and say, "Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but we can't be like this because no other group of men thinks like this." It is weak thinking. No, it works.
Shutting them up.
If I'm not getting everybody, so what? I'm doing far better than the people telling their queens and goddesses. And you can't come tell me that if you moderated your message, you get about 15 to 20% more. You can't say that. Somebody could easily come along and say he could lose 50%.
But you have to understand, a lot of people may only watch your content not because they're trying to better.
But do you understand that they can make the same?
But do you understand that they're watching, nigga? So what he's doing is working. They're still watching. A lot of people may watch your content because, boy, now you starting to sound like a man.
You could lose 50% based upon their anecdotal evidence. Could someone make the same argument? You could lose. True or false?
I mean, that's true. You could always lose followers or lose.
So it's a counter argument. And what I'm saying is what you're saying doesn't make any, it's not rooted in anything other than your feelings.
The reason I say that, okay, first of all, you just said I use the word feelings too much. So I was raised in a household with both my father and a mother. So my mother is a very strong-willed person. My father he's also a very strong-willed person. So, but he always taught me you catch more flies with honey than vinegar or something along that line. But
look at this nigga face, bruh. Like, he doesn't give a damn about none of that soft ass shit you talking about. Like, come on, bro. Like, who cares, bro?
It's an old school term, but he always used that term. So he always trained me to say there's a time and place to be very strong and stern, and there's a time and place to kind of fall back and use your softer side.
You're watching a platform with a man who's been on for a year.
Yeah. Well, I think
grown from 50,000 subscribers to almost 1 million.
Yes.
Who's a professional salesperson
Yes.
who is trained in what you're talking about. Monday through Friday, I do this.
Yes, I agree.
And
actually,
you don't think that I know the things you're talking about, but I also know as a salesperson and as a marketer, as a presenter, people respond to authenticity and actual outcomes.
But I understand it. I'm a marketing manager. I understand.
Then what you're saying is not even make good business sense. It's based in nothing.
What I'm saying is not about business. What I'm saying is it's about relationships. It
is about business. You said getting more people is about increasing an outcome. It's business. It can be both.
Okay, but I thought your content was about building the black community, building our community.
It is, and who's getting a better outcome? Who's getting the better damn outcome? Is it Derek Jackson and Steve Harvey telling you Queens and everything else? Or is it this? Have you seen any videos saying, I got my husband because of Derek Jackson? Derek Jackson saved my marriage. Steve Harvey did this. Have you seen any of those videos?
Of course, I watch all that content.
No, you've seen women come out and say, I found my husband listening to these guys, following this information.
No, but they do follow that stuff.
I didn't ask you, okay, have you seen any videos saying that Kevin Samuels is the reason I married? There are 5 on my channel right now.
Yes, but they may not just produce that stuff.
Jesus.
I mean, I understand that. You produce it. You produce results. I will grant you that. They may not produce that or put that content or information out there to the general public. That's all I'm saying. My thing is, you would get more viewers. You would get a better outcome.
I like the outcome. Okay, you're right. I like the outcome I'm getting. This is what I'm going to do, and it's working. And until you can show me something that's going to work better, show me somebody who has faster growth, more views, more consistent outcomes. Show me somebody. Show me one person. Give me the business reason to do it.
You're right.
Then stop. Stop, please. Because I don't like when we do this as men.
This nigga came on here to argue, and it's looking like a whole, not making any sense. Trying to tell him to switch up his player, switch up his ism, when it's working for him. Why should he stoop down? I don't understand it. I mean, he's trying to say, like, women, I guess, like, doesn't perceive what he's saying. I don't know what this argument is, to be honest. And Kevin Samuels is just like, he tearing his ass up. I ain't gonna lie to you. No homo.
I tried to be nice, but there's no business reason. There's no practical reason. This is in your feelings.
I guess I was thinking your content was supposed to bring the black family back together.
Holy shit! How many times have I? Can somebody else do? Let me bring somebody else on.
But you're not. But
If people are getting, if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 couples getting married because of me, that's bringing the black family back. Go
but for
five,
every
five. Listen, please. 5 couples married. Dozens of women in the comment section. I'm a better wife. All kind of shout outs across YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I don't like the fact that we feel like we got to talk to our women in such a sugar and spice and everything nice when we are in a crisis. 1 in 4 will marry. 80% of children born out of wedlock. And you're coming to me with the same liberal, weak-wristed bullshit. Be nicer. Say it honeyed. Say it sweet. That ain't got us nothing. We need some good old-fashioned truth telling.
But this generation of women aren't receiving.
Holy shit. It's still going.
Man, what's up with it, man?
They're not. I mean, honestly, they're not receiving it. I understand.
Okay, I know this is fair. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
You ever been married?
No, I haven't.
Got any children?
No, I don't.
Got a girlfriend?
No.
No,
I got several.
no
I've been married,
hoes.
got kids. I think I know women better than you. You want to start pulling rank. I'm trying to be nice, man.
Shit won't
Don't
pop.
tell me about women if you ain't had no success with them, even failed with them.
Bro, this man ain't got no hoes, no nothing, trying to tell him how to maneuver around with hoes. He ain't got nothing to show for it. Look how silly you looking, nigga.
I won't even argue with you on that.
I
You
won't
can't
even
argue this shit. I tried to let you off, man, but you're still pushing this point. Rooted in nothing.
Because I don't think you understand what I'm getting to. My point is, you may have 4 or 5 or maybe even 10 people that come on and say they've gotten married, but the majority, I'm focused more on the majority. That's all. I'm just saying the majority of women are not receiving it. They're pushing back. If you've got 1,000 women and only 10 women are getting married out of 1,000, then the majority aren't receiving it. That's the only thing I'm trying to get to. Once again, I respect your
No,
content.
and let me give you, and let me add you to the problem in what you think. It's the bird in the hand versus in the bush. You're a marketing person. You should understand a tipping point. What percentage do you need to reach a tipping point?
I don't know, you tell me.
Now, what do you think?
To reach a tipping point, at least 40 to 50%.
10%.
Okay.
So I don't need 1,000. When 100 will do. You're trying to reach the masses. You'll never reach the masses. But when you...
No disrespect, but this guy just... You're trying to make this argument, but to me personally, I think you're gay. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it, but like, as a gay man, why are you trying to have him switch up his demeanor and what he's talking about when it's working for him? You don't know women more than this man right here, and it's showing in y'all conversation. The argument is invalid. Honestly, I wonder what these comments say.
Your critical mass or a tipping point, 10%, the rest of the market tends to follow. Do you see people responding to my content? Do you see it starting conversations? How many platforms have you seen that have responded to Kevin Samuels? How many platforms have you seen where a black man is sitting next to a black woman and they're responding to this video? And then you look in the comment section. How many comedians are talking about it? How many people are, what are you talking about?
He's the type to be every woman's friend, but nobody wants them for himself. Exactly. Like, he sounds like a square. The guest doesn't realize he's actually being very, whatever that says, to women by insisting men have to sugarcoat criticism of them. And yeah, this comment too long. Skip. This dude has the mindset of a woman. Yeah, you're never gonna win like that. You're never gonna win with the mindset of a woman, because you're always gonna be too emotional. Women are emotional creatures. It's in their nature, cool whatsoever. But as a man, you shouldn't be acting like that at all, because you're never gonna win at all. The simp is every woman's best friend. Exactly. You want to be the best friend or her man. That's why I say I think he's gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to be the friend, like the friend boy, the friend zone. I mean, no man, especially not an alpha male, wants to be no girl's like best friend, friend zone, or whatever the case may be. Like, we trying to be the man. Yeah, these comments crazy. This man is way softer and emotional than the majority of women that call into the show. Yeah, this is crazy. This shit moving too slow. Damn, what's wrong with this shit?
I grant you that. I grant you that. You do have that. You do have a lot of. You have started the conversation, so I would definitely.
And now you're trying to tell me do it different when it's working, and it's based in nothing.
But I'm not saying.
If you had a business, and it was working, and you were number one, and you were making progress and destroying your competition, you would go into the shareholders and we're going to change it. We do it this way now. They tell you you're out of your gosh darn mind.
Let me ask you this. So do you feel that even if you were to change slight, not 100%, but just change maybe 15%, that you would be able to get more?
Notice the question you just asked me, do you feel like, the question you asked me is, do you feel like if I did this? I don't do business based on feelings.
Dummy.
I'm a man.
Telling you.
What do you think?
No.
You change.
No.
Okay.
Because if I did, I'd do it. Do I strike you as somebody who's not smart enough to be able to read the tea leaves?
I get it. It's your content. I get it.
It's not about my content. It's about what. See, what you have to understand is what you're saying doesn't work. It doesn't work. We've tried it that way. It doesn't work.
Facts.
And I need more men to have some steel in their spine and start standing up and sounding more like me instead of like you.
Standing on business, nigga. Pussy.
That's where you're failing your black brothers. This sounds weak. All women don't have to take us seriously. We got to go talk to them nicer. I'm going to tell them the truth and respect them as being the strong women that they are and understand that they are smart enough to be able to make a decision. 1 in 4 of you are married. Either you change the way you pick a mate or you'll buy a dog and die alone. I'm going to give them the benefit of being smart enough to use that PhD that they have and know that they're not getting the outcomes that they were marketed that they would get by being apart from their man, by calling themselves strong, independent, I don't need no man. That ain't working.
But they're not hearing you because they can't get past the hunger.
All right.
Get them out of here, man.
They've heard too much of men who think like you. Where are your balls? Seriously, you're saying they're not hearing you. How many people in this show right now? How many people in the show right now?
I can't see. I don't know.
They're not hearing you. My videos average 400,000 views. They're not hearing me. They're hearing me. You better believe they're hearing me.
Hearing you based on. Hearing you.
All right, man. You got it. You're right. You're right. And this is what I mean about power, money, and sex. I'm not going to argue with you, bro. But you got nothing to base what you're saying on. You got nothing to base what you're saying on except feelings. And I respect your feeling, but I don't do things based on feelings. And even if I did, I don't feel like what you're saying is going to work because I've seen that it doesn't. 25,000 people in here.
This man would never win.
What you're saying, brother, is you got nothing other than a feeling.
But are they watching for the shock value or are they actually
Who gives a shit? They're watching.
I just said that earlier.
That's What's the point? They're watching, and how many women have come? See, if you were really a watcher of mine, you would know that women come over and say, you know what? I thought this, but until I watched an entire video myself, and then I heard the logic, I heard the facts, I heard the stats, I heard this.
I've heard that. I mean, I've watched you for the last 2 years when you started out with men, so I've been watching your content.
Then understand that it's working. And now you're saying, well, if you just tweaked it a little bit, you get more. Well, you know what? The Colonel got 11 herbs and spices. Well, if you put 13 in, you get about a 20% bump in customers. I don't think so. The formula works. And I've still got a man who's sitting here telling me, nah, I don't feel like it's going to work that way. And I'm asking you, based on what? And you haven't said anything except, I just feel this way. All right, based in what? I'm listening. Based in what?
Based off of the conversations that I have with women that detest the content. And I'm an advocate saying, hey, listen to me.
They detest the content. Are they over 30?
Yes.
Do they tend to be overweight?
Some.
Any of them have children out of wedlock?
They all do. I got you.
Any of them college graduates?
I got you. I see where you're going.
This nigga's a square.
But if they listen to me, do you think they would get better outcomes?
If they actually paid attention.
Right. Do you think that I'm the first person that told them if you lost some weight, you'd have a better health and get a better outcome?
But that's the problem. They're not.
No, it's not the problem. See, it's not the problem of information. See, you just defeated your own argument. It's not the information. They've been given the information several different ways. The problem is they've been given the information spoon-fed and soft. And you know how many people watch me and can't stand it, but they're still sitting there saying, I can't stand it, but they listen. And then they're wondering, why are they watching them? Because the women are getting something out of it. And what I don't understand is why, as a man, you're not on this side saying, yeah, instead of saying softer. We should be going harder.
Oh, God.
We're behind. Black boys are reading at a 4th grade level. These very mothers you're talking about, how are their sons doing? Would you want to be stepdaddy to any of them?
No, sir.
Then don't tell me about softening a message when we're failing our next generation of boys. And we're failing because they hear men who are sitting back saying, yeah, be nicer.
This man, Kevin Samuels, next level of game. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how my viewers are going to take this one. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But for whoever's watching, y'all watching this throughout this far, I know y'all received some game. This next level game. Like, I got game. But, like, he got the more mature, older, like, you know, that's why he got that suit on. He ain't coming to play. He talking facts, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm curious to what y'all think about this vid. I really want y'all to drop comments down below, especially if you made it this far. And let me get y'all thoughts on this, man. I'm curious to see if my supporters like this type of stuff. Cause I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I want to keep watching Kevin Samuels videos. This was my first one. He talking that game. He having it. I ain't gonna lie to you. He ain't said nothing wrong on here. And he's standing on business, standing firm on what he talking about. Like, it remind me of myself. But I'm gonna finish this video out.
No other race of men has to be this damn nice.
But no other race is as combative with one another as we are.
No other race of men need to be stronger than we do. See, this is where it falls on us. Brother, I keep saying the problem is brothers who think like you're too weak for this fight. I guarantee you this. Men who go into a place talking like me walk away with more of the women than you do.
Me.
Regardless as to how they look, women follow leadership and strength.
Nah, for real. Niggas a hoe. All that simp ass shit you talking about.
Or do you disagree?
Say something dumb.
They do follow strength. always comes out on top.
So why can't black men be strong?
Because I think we're dealing with a different generation of women nowadays. They don't
Really?
see.
Did you look at the last president you had?
Nigga, stand firm on your business. Then talking about, I think we doing enough. You sound like a real hoe. I ain't gonna cap. Like, it's really like irritating. Like, bro.
You can chuckle all you want to, but he inspired people to riot on the Capitol, didn't he?
Yeah, you're right.
Obama couldn't even. What did Obama get us? Don't tell me about the generations. See, this is where black women make a valid critique. It is our responsibility not to worry about the motherfucking generation, the price of tea in China, gas, how tight your shoes are. We gotta grab our balls and be fucking men. Even the ones that weren't raised. I wasn't raised this way. You have to make yourself a man worth being followed.
Telling you.
And you don't do it with nice words. You do it by grabbing your balls and getting ready to fight. Because if we can't fight our women, how the fuck we gonna fight the world? They don't respect us because our women don't respect us.
I agree.
You know how many times I've been in corporate America where people have asked me, how do you put up with that Janice is a hell of a spitfire, such and so forth. They laugh at us. I've been on golf courses and in boardrooms. I could never put up with a woman like Brenda. Wow, Helen is so sweet. She's a spitfire. Yeah, spitfire is a way for saying something else. They hold our manhood cheap because we are so weak that our women are walking around with long colored fingernails, furry slippers, pajamas, and bonnets, weighing more than men at our height, cussing at us.
City
you
girls.
Want to be nice to that? Fuck that.
Get him out of here, man. Got him right out of there. Nah, that's facts though, man.
Appreciate it though, man. It's time I had to go. Time was running out on that. I mean, I understand where it was coming from, but I'm gonna make a hard pause right here because I don't want this to get sliced. The United States' long-held policy is you don't negotiate with terrorists. I refuse to go like to be like that one brother saying that black women are our enemy. That's how you get there. By abdicating power. I refuse to do that. That's how we get there, by saying, well, you know, sugar and spice and everything nice. When what they really want is a man to say, no, that's not right. And sometimes you'll say no and you may be dead ass wrong, but you still need to maintain your masculine frame so that at least can say, shit, at least he stood on something.
Yeah, stood on business. That's what I'm saying.
Noodle back, wishy-washy ass. They don't want that. And I've been on both sides. And when I was that way, I got horrible outcomes in the long term. With money and resources. That's why I don't sit down and ever say that it's their fault. We have to man the fuck up.
Great video, man. That was my first time watching Kevin Samuels. That was hard. I'm finna watch more. Fuck is this?